What's going on, guys? It's Mario back in the studio. I got my green cup with me. Can't tell y'all what's in it, but anyway, I'm back with a honest reaction on Andrew Tate. I've been getting a lot of questions on this, and he's been blowing up for the past 3 years. He's actually been on, but that guy has just been, working hard and keeping people at the forefront, on their on their toes, that kind of thing. And um, he's been celebrated by some and rejected by many. But it's tough out there. So I get where he's coming from, especially when you're in a sport like combat sports. It's super, super lonely. I think Mike Tyson said that boxing was the loneliest um, sport, but I really disagree with that. There's glory in boxing, but even more lonely is jiu-jitsu. So we all know that the UFC was founded, and those people, they're in the gym all day long, and boxing is a far more famous sport even now. So we know how it is. And he Andrew, he um, works really hard. He dedicated his life to helping those, and to protecting those who cannot protect themselves, right? So that's the goal. And the honest thing is that when you get to that level of extreme on a sport, then it's tough, man, because not very many people reach that level, much less start. So if you're in combat sports, then you're winning, man. Welcome to the club, and hope to see you on the mat, in the ring, in the octagon, that kind of thing. So yeah, we'll get into it. Now, I think they're both fantastic individuals, right? Andrew, Tristan, they're great. But I think it's interesting how they chose Islam as opposed to something else, some other religion, that kind of thing. Um, but that's the main thing. That's me, being Catholic. It's that's just how I am. I see the world through the Catholic lens, but they see the world through the lens that they see the world through, if you know what I mean. But another thing is that there was a quote by a famous saint. He said that uh, the when a Muslim starts to take his faith seriously, he becomes a jihad, right? So those are the people that kill people, and a lukewarm Muslim, because there are a lot that just want to make money, and I get it, right? But if they are serious about their faith, about their religion, then that's when they become a jihad. And us as as Catholics, when we start to take our faith serious, then we become a saint. Does that make sense? That's how that works. But that's a big difference that I'm getting right now. Um, but I get it. I totally get it. I mean, every man should be playing the religious game, right? And it's not really a game, because there are levels to it, and people try to play the different levels like it is some kind of game, but it's not, right? It really isn't. So when I say game, I use that term loosely. That's for y'all guys to know. So you know, it is great that any man should tell the youth that they should be focused on their school, be focused on their education, be focused on their fighting, and be focused on uh, their family, right? That's the main thing. I don't know if there's any. I didn't even know there was anything else, if that makes sense. I mean, they didn't even have other things when I was growing up. That was it. It was just families. Vacation, it was family. So when I saw the the emergency meeting, a lot of those things clicked, right? So and Tate, he kind of he put things into perspective for a lot, and he's a great provider in that way, because he takes care of his family, and because he works hard and he encourages people. So it's about being good to people, and they know that, and we know that, right? So our team is great. It's great to be a part of the Gracie Baja family, and we have that kind of tenure, if that makes sense. So me, I've been in martial arts a long time. I get what they're saying, but no martial art is going to be like jujitsu. I think I'll try to link it in this video, but we've all seen the videos of where the striker gets taken down, or when the guy takes the other guy down and slams his head on the pavement, that kind of thing, and it's so effortless. It's so effortless. But I mean, I get it. So I mean, Andrew grew his brand through fighting, and that's what every man should do. That's what every man should do. Because honestly, like he was right. When somebody goes into the streets, if they want something, then they could take it theoretically, irregardless of money. But money's a big thing, and that's where he's at now, and that's where everybody should be. So it's all about being wise and wisdom, and keeping the youth informed, because that's a it can't get better than that. There isn't a better message.
Discourse and tell the truth about our message and stick to the truth of God. That is all we are here to do, and that's all we ask for our supporters as well. Right. Can I ask you a question? Sure. Off the top.
And another thing that he said, it was depression, right? Depression really is not real. I'm telling you, he's onto something with depression and all that, because it's not. I promise you. He said in an earlier podcast that you have to find the work. That's so real. And what I'll do personally for y'all is give y'all the rundown on how I do my real estate deals. So y'all can look at some of this stuff, and that way you don't have to let nobody bullshit you, that kind of thing, right? And this is especially for my Hispanic gentlemen, right? So y'all need to know this. Y'all need to know this that way, because there's some stupid shit that's going on, and this is what I see. And there's only so much that they can deny, right? There's only so much that they can deny, whether it be a certain class or a certain race or a certain other demographic. There's only so much that they can deny. So we're only starting here, so y'all stick with me on that. But the next thing that he talked on, or that they talked on, him and Tristan, it was being big and being imposing. So again, I'm 5'3", right? But we've all seen Jake Paul in China, where he got his shit stolen by a monkey, right? A monkey. From my desk, the monkey's probably like this tall, but I get that it was a fucking feral monkey, and if he jumped on Jake, then Jake would, he would have to be taken aback, right? That's not something that I deal with, because I would just pick the monkey up and chokeslam his ass. So that's kind of how that goes. I don't know how he is, and I don't know how he trains, but that's boxing. I don't expect that, boxing this, boxing that. I'm picking that monkey up and, slamming his ass, right? And give him the armbar, because he's in real danger if he fucks with somebody like me. Tristan also said something very, very important, that there were some jobs that he worked that were that some would call weak or lower tier, right? But let me tell you, the only thing in life is work. When I was young, I asked my dad, what, why is it always work? Why is it always work? Like, it doesn't always have to be about work. That's what I told him. And it's burned in my mind because he said, well, why not? Why doesn't it have, I mean, it is about work. It is about work. And ever since then, it's always been about work. The Catholic thing to do is work. That's it. There's humility in work, and big humility, because that's all there is in life is work. That's all there is. That's the biggest problem in today's society, is that there is no people to work. So getting back to what Tristan said, this is big. This is very, very big. This is arguably the biggest point in the entire podcast, right? He said that he worked those jobs, and there really is, that's all there is. That's all there is work. So I'm with him on that. So that's it, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It's been real covering this stuff, and you know, we could talk about anything else that y'all want to talk about. Just leave a comment, make sure y'all hit that sub button, and if there's anything y'all need, then y'all could send me a Instagram DM or send me an email. Thanks, y'all.